It was named New Rome and New Jerusalem, symbol of an exemplary empire, guardian of the Greek-Roman civilization, center of the Orthodox Christianic world, an amalgam of cultures, a crossroad between Europe and Asia. Istanbul. It was May the 11th of 330 AD. Constantine the Great establishes the new capital of the Roman Empire over the ruins of an old Megaric colony. It is named Constantinople after him. According to tradition, he marks the boundaries of the city with the help of an angel.
None of the people in the Byzantine Empire, so-called Byzantine Empire, had any consciousness about it.
In the years of the empire, the arts, education, sciences, theology and philosophy were also developed. In 1453 AD, Constantinople was conquered by the Ottomans. Two completely different civilizations, the Byzantine and the Ottoman, were forced to coexist within the same territorial boundaries. The Byzantine element with those domes, whether they are Byzantine or later Ottoman, places the city within a very interesting network, which showcases the history of this land. A land that rests between the East and the West. The city's most important creation, the symbol of Constantinople, is Saint Sophia. Saint Sophia is one of the most beautiful monuments in the world. It is a monument of architectural perfection. It is claimed that the dome is being supported by 4 angels, and that underneath there are underground corridors which lead to the sea, as well as that the temple is connected subterranean with the palace. Justinian personally oversees the construction of the temple, for which 10,000 people are needed. The project is completed in 5 years, and the grand opening takes place during Christmas of the year 537 AD. Praised be the Lord that allowed me to complete this work. O Solomon, I have outdone thee, cried Justinian. It is a grand basilica with 2 domes. At the edge of the sanctuary, the seats for the officials with the many steps have been preserved. It is the only one that exists even nowadays. The Prince's Islands are situated 8 to 11 miles south of Constantinople and make a group of 9 islands at the Sea of Marmara. Tradition has it that they were named thus because during the Byzantine years they constituted a land of exile for princes. The inhabitants were mostly Greeks that made a living out of fishing and later out of merchant shipping. During the 19th century, the islands were turned into resorts for the wealthy Greek and Armenian families of the city. At the top of the green hill of Prygippou lies the monastery of St. George Koudunas. For centuries, the mentally ill found refuge and treatment at the monastery. On the island of Halki, Hebeliada, on the Hill of Hope, at the grounds of the Monastery of the Holy Trinity, lays the Holy Divinity School. The library has 60 to 70,000 books. But its value does not lie in the number of books, but in the rare editions that exist. Many Orthodox theologians, priests, bishops and patriarchs studied at the seminary of Halki, including the Patriarch Bartholomew. Public buildings and private residences. The walls. The water towers. The infrastructure. The Ecumenical Patriarchate, a centuries-old institution, with Constantinople at its centre. A culture that greatly influenced the whole world. At each step you stumble upon history, you ramble, you trace, and you return once again to Saint Sophia. And as Georgos Seferis says, always the feeling of light protection from this architecture. It covers you without weighing you down. Like open wings above you, this light covering.